And we are live. At least I am. Everybody's still asleep, it looks like, as far as the regular crew, but that's okay. I can run this by myself. No big deal. It's basically what I've been doing the last few weeks anyway, but I hope everyone had an outstanding week with sales and finding stuff, whatever. I didn't really spend much time picking. Found a couple things at the Weigh and Pay, nothing major. Some really cool cowboy boots. Old pair of, they're like stamped 1988 Dan Post. Those were pretty nice. And then had a couple of other pairs that they're women's boots, and they're like super embellished. But those were cool. I found a couple things I have no idea about. Only one person watching right now. I'll wait till later. But yeah, not much going on with me. Yesterday I had to ref a jiu-jitsu tournament, so that was a lot of fun. I get to do that every couple months, and trying to pick up more and more of those gigs just because it's pretty good money and it's all cash. But yeah, that's 5 or 6 hours of just watching some jiu-jitsu. But came home and my girlfriend had redecorated a bit. So if you're used to seeing my backdrop, it's changed a little bit. It looks a little more organized. She got an extra shelf and set everything up so it's just easier to get to and easier to get around in this little nook. So turned out pretty good, I think. I went and changed my one monitor setup to a 2-monitor setup, and kind of sucks because I downgraded monitors for now. I had a couple of old 24-inch monitors that I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years old that I would just had on Craigslist, and decided to take away my really nice Samsung monitor and go to the 2-monitor setup for now, and then I'll just upgrade these here within the next week or so. But definitely tell the difference. It looks pretty ugly. The pictures are just not as good, but I really needed it for like my photo editing and stuff. Just makes it a lot easier. Plus now I can kind of have YouTube running on one screen while I'm working on the other screen if I want to do that as well. It's working out pretty nice. But so what about you all? How's everything been going with you? Now I can actually watch the chat and watch the hangout at the same time, which is kind of cool. Yeah, if anybody has a recommendation for a good like 24 to 27 inch cheap monitor, put it up in the chat. And then even if you know of one that's really good and a little bit more expensive, but it's worth the price, I'd love to look at those as well. I'd kind of like to get one of those monitors that has like the built-in USB ports and all that stuff, just because I could use a couple more USB ports just for testing. I've got one open one on my computer, and I kind of want to use it, but I use one of those unifying Logitech mice, and it's nice to have a bunch of devices connected to one receiver, but the mouse just isn't good enough for what I want it for. I really like my old one, but I just don't have room for another receiver right now. Man, what did I find this week? Found a bunch of Harry Potter books. I don't know. I think I got all of them except one. Yeah. So that was, tell you guys all the time, book lots are pretty good. I like to get, a bunch of books that are kind of the same. And, like, see what we got here. Look at, they're all similar genre, like a couple of zombie. No, don't join from the car, Adam, please. The freaking audio on phones when you're driving is horrible. I would rather you not, but jump in and follow the chat though. I mean, if you got something that you really need to tell us about, then that's fine. Hop on. But you know, I don't like streaming from phones. But yeah, throw the couple of these books in with some actual like survival books, which I've got a couple other ones. Let's see what I found the other day. I know. I can't remember where I put them, but yeah, a couple of zombie survival books with a couple of like actual. Oh yeah, here we go. Like this kind of stuff, you know, actual survival. People, I used to have a prepper blog, and a lot of the whole zombie thing was kind of really popular. But you know, some of those guys that are crazy into the zombie thing get crazy into the like the survivalism type stuff. So wilderness survival, wild edibles, those kind of books. You can lot that kind of stuff up into one big lot, and people pay big money for that stuff. And then, like I said, with the Harry Potter, I usually get $30 or $40 for a full set of them. And, you know, I just pick them up when I find them. And if they're hardbacks, I get a little more. But I found some stuff the other day at a garage sale. And I have no idea what the heck these things are. But I just grabbed them because they were like $1/4. But they're like little miniatures. I don't know. But there's a whole box of them here. And they're all similar. So I'm pretty sure they're like the same kind of thing. But if anybody knows what these are, appreciate finding out. I have no idea. There's some really small words on here. Made in China. And let's see. Where did I put my loot? Yeah. I don't know. A couple Legos. This is kind of why I bought it, because, you know, I like Legos. And then these little garbage pail things. The trash pack. I have no idea. They have these little, look like Monsters Inc. type monsters. Kind of cool. But I figure my daughter loves little tiny toys like this, and I prefer her to play with those rather than the giant freaking princess palaces and stuff. Just because you can put them out of the way a lot easier. And plus she has more to play with. So as long as she's doing that. Got another one for you. It's an Adidas hat, but does anybody know what this symbol is? I don't know. It's like a winter hat. It's got little tassels on it and stuff. But if anybody knows, let me know. I would appreciate it. So sales have been pretty freaking good for me. I don't know. How's everybody's sales been lately? Are you suffering from the summer? Whatever you call it. People always complain about summertime just not being good for sales, but I have been, I don't know, I've been focused more on listing a lot more and working on my eBay store a lot more. Actually opened up a second store, and my sales haven't been bad. You know, got, let's see, $2,000 this month on one account. I think I'm at like 1,000 on the other one. Yeah, I did get a negative feedback the other day. This chick freaking ordered an SD card or an XD card, like a little memory card, and so I sent it, and then she sends me a message like 2 weeks later saying that she got the wrong thing. I'm like, that's impossible. It's not something that I sell very often. I couldn't have mixed that up, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I know what I got. And I'm leaving a negative right away. I was like, wait a minute. I mean, I offer hassle-free ship or hassle-free returns. All you have to do is print out a label, send it back. She didn't want to do that. She just wanted me to issue her a refund, and I probably should have done it, but I don't care. Sometimes you got to stand on principle. But I did call eBay about it, and they just said that all I could do in that case was, you know, leave feedback, like respond to it, and I didn't really know. I didn't realize that they don't just have a button on the regular new dashboard. They have the button, like you have to go back to the original eBay and then go back to like your old Seller Central or whatever page and like find the feedback form that way. It was kind of weird getting to it, but did that. And then I had another issue. I saw a certain brand of martial arts equipment and it's got SAP in the title. And apparently SAPs aren't allowed, but they had taken down a few of my listings that said SAP in the title. And I was like, why? It says that this, at first I was like, oh crap, this guy, the company is going to come in and say, oh, Adam, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, sir.
How's it going?
Not too shabby. How are you?
Good. Good. Yeah, these karate gloves. You remember those karate gloves I bought a long time ago?
A million years ago, yeah.
No, it was like a year and a half ago. Well, I bought like 1,000 pair, and I've sold like half of them. And, you know, $25-$30 a pair, not bad. You know, I mean, I've got my storage anyway.
From Goodwill, if I remember right.
Yeah, I paid $1, about $1 a pair for them. And, you know, I probably sell about 10 a month, something like that. So
and why haven't you blown them out yet?
Because I don't want to try and blow them out for like the cost of shipping. I mean, I guess I could change. They weigh a couple pounds. They're real light. They're easy to ship. They fit in one of those shoe boxes, like the Priority Mail shoe boxes. So they're just easy, and I can get $25-$30 a pair for them. And every once in a while, I'll have somebody from a gym that puts an order together, and then they'll order like 10 or 20 pairs at a time, which those are nice paydays. But
sounds good.
Yeah, but anyway, that eBay took them down, and they said that it violated their hand weapon policy because it said SAP. Like the name of the brand name is SAP, and SAPs are illegal to sell unless they're like 50 years old, like antiques. And a SAP is a club, basically. You know what a SAP is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a club. And I was trying to, and this guy's trying to explain to me why I can't sell it on eBay. I was like, okay, well, where do I go? And then he's trying to walk me through where to go. And I finally find the page, and it said that you can't, oh, is there an echo in here?
I heard an echo. Yeah, I still hear an echo.
Oh, it's probably because my speaker's too close to my microphone or something.
Potentially.
I'm not worried about it. It's
Sounds good.
But yeah, I was just like, all right, fine. I changed the, or they told me to take the name or the word out of the listing. I was like, how am I supposed to take the name of the brand out of the listing and expect them to sell? It was ridiculous. And
that
plus,
not makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, all right, so if I have a pair of jeans that are called Switchblade jeans, I can't put the brand name in there because people might think that it's a Switchblade. I was like,
there's got to be something that can be done since it is definitely the brand name.
Well, yeah, I've been selling these things for over a year, and I've never had an issue. I think it's just some overzealous new guy that saw the brand and didn't speak English or something and didn't know whatever. I was like, okay, fine. Well, I'm relisting them, and I'm not taking the brand name out. And if you drop them off, or if they take it out again, maybe next time I'll call, or maybe next time I call eBay, I'll get somebody that speaks English.
You would think they would understand that, and they would like okay your listing since it is the brand name.
Yeah, you would think, but I mean, it says the brand name all over it too. So I mean, and then with karate gloves, most of them are really cheap and crappy. You know, I mean, if you're going for like high-end martial arts equipment, if you want to get more than, you know, the cost, like basically like $10-15, then you have to have a good brand. And if it's a high quality brand, then nobody's gonna find it unless they see the brand name. You know, they're gonna look at the price and go, "Yeah, that's crazy." They're not even branded. But yeah, it is what it is. I did ask the guy to open a case on that person who left me that negative just to see if they were like extorting anybody else. Never heard back. He said that he was going to look into it, which I don't know what that means. Probably not going to happen, but
yeah, I don't typically have issues. And I usually don't even complain. I actually had someone buy a camera and they heard like this internal like clicking noise. So they want to return it, but upon further like inspection of the camera on Google and Canon's website, that clicking is normal.
I mean, I offer hassle-free returns if they.
Yeah, I do too. I told them if they want to return it, unfortunately, I'm gonna make it where it's on them, even if I have to call eBay. So.
That makes sense. I mean, I've had a few people just send stuff back that there was nothing wrong with it, and they lied and said that it was the wrong item or it was a counterfeit or something, just so that they didn't have to pay the return shipping. Typically, you can just call eBay, but I mean, if it's like $2 or $3, it's not worth my time to sit on the phone for an hour and argue with an eBay rep. You know, I mean, it's like whatever. I don't really care that much.
Yeah, I know. I paid like $7 shipping. I paid $10 for the item. So in total, they paid $50 shipped. So there's room if I was to resell it, but I would just have to make those like a note or something saying that these noises when you hear them are from the factory, like they're normal noises.
Yeah.
But
So, who do we got in here? We got Joni. Hi, Joni. Michael Wallace. Sola Luna 09 said that that logo is Indiana University, and she was correct. It is. Thank you very much. I'll be listing that. Heck, I might list it right now. I've got all the pictures taken and everything. But Lauren, Hot Chic Thrift, how are you? Comfortable Life, what's going on? So yeah, we're just kind of, I've been up since like 5 o'clock this morning working. I got a bunch of pictures taken, and I was in the middle of getting some stuff listed when I decided to hop on here for a little bit. But
I've been going to Starbucks a lot so I can work on merch by Amazon stuff. And I couldn't fall asleep last night, so I was like, forget this. I'm just gonna relax for a bit and then maybe I'll go do some work.
Yeah. How's that merch by Amazon going for you?
It's once you understand it, I think it will pick it up. But I think just like eBay, I think the more designs you have out there, the better the chances of the items selling.
Right. So if you've got a shirt that's good, it's not necessarily going to get pushed by Amazon that much. And so it'll never sell because it's on page 3 or whatever of that search. Right. But if it becomes something that a lot of people buy, now all of a sudden
you're on the first page.
And yeah, you start selling more.
I know I have one shirt that's ranked. Yesterday when I looked, it was like 300,000. So that's pretty cool. It's my holiday shirt.
Nice. How often does a 300,000 ranked print on demand shirt sell? Is that like 2 a day?
I've had it up for probably about 2 months. I think I've sold, let's see. I think of that shirt alone, yeah, I've sold about 40 shirts.
Oh, okay. So it's almost 1 a day.
Yeah, and that shirt is literally the main sales of all my shirts.
Okay. And now when you sell a shirt on merch, you set the price, and then does Amazon just get a certain amount minimum?
Yeah, they just pay me a little royalty. So I've been experimenting with the price. Um, so some numbers are like different than others. In total, for I think I've sold 48 shirts. All right, yeah, 48. I've made about 200, which isn't really bad for not really doing much. So,
Hmm. And you're kind of chasing. Sounds like you're doing like holiday shirts and stuff like that, or do you have like
I
doing
just
like
figured I'd throw something together for the holiday shirt, and this isn't even my favorite shirt. Like, I actually have one that I prefer a lot better. So I don't know why the other one hasn't taken off, but a simple shirt that says I'm gonna can I screenshot? I don't remember. Yeah, there we go. Um I've got literally a simple shirt that says Celebrate USA. So nothing spectacular. But then my favorite one is this one right here. Where literally it says Happy 5th of July and it's got an American flag
where do you get
and
your
fireworks.
fonts?
Um Basically I was using a site called I believe it's called Make Merch, and that was one of their preset fonts. And then the designs are free to use. And I just threw it together with the little graphic knowledge that I have. So
Yeah,
it's it's pretty cool.
yeah. I've had a merch account since they started. Like when it was in beta or whatever. I don't know if it was in beta, but it was the day that merch was announced. I immediately applied and got an account, and then I never used it. I still haven't put up a shirt, but it's still open. Everybody says that it's about to
Well,
get closed, or like if I don't
yeah, you
hurry
gotta
up,
be
then
very careful. You should get a design up ASAP
I
because
need
they do have something now that says if you don't upload a shirt within
120 days.
120 or 160.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I need to put like a smiley face or something stupid that's just really basic that doesn't even say anything. Just to have a design. I've got some ideas for some designs, but I've just got to sit down and really find some good fonts and find some good free images because I mean I can't draw and I'm just
I'm working through a couple different courses for like Photoshop, and then my next thing to learn is Illustrator. But
I did find something the other day. Let's see. My girlfriend freaking organized everything and she did a great job, but now I don't know where anything is.
I love when that happens.
Yeah. It was like a copy of. Ooh, is this it? Yes. I found this in the bins the other day for 50 cents.
Hey, not bad.
So I think I might try and play with that. And I think this is old enough where the little codes or whatever. Does this have? Yeah, it's got the codes on the back. I think this might be old enough where the codes weren't one-time use, so I'll be able to reinstall it and use it.
That's cool. I've got the Adobe Creative Cloud. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been using GIMP for most of my
I'm
editing.
still, like I said, I'm still learning through Photoshop. So I've been my primary is GIMP, and it's super easy. But Photoshop just has more things, and I don't know. it will get to the point where you can design stuff in it, but it is not easy to use.
What's that, GIMP?
No, Photoshop.
Oh yeah, you have to. It's definitely professional software. I mean, it's
It really is.
but it's so powerful, and GIMP is really powerful too. I mean, I think GIMP can probably do just about everything Photoshop can do, but I think Photoshop comes with more like doesn't it come with a bunch of like pictures that you can use and designs you can use and a lot more fonts and all that stuff?
I know there's fonts. You obviously you can download any fonts that you want, but in order to use those fonts, they've got to be free, or you got to pay for them, or free commercial. So it's tough to find the fonts. Like I saw there was I think it was a Super Mario Bros. Font or something like that. It was something along those lines. Like it was a free font, but you can't use it commercially. I think it kind of sucks, but nothing you can do.
Yeah, I managed to find the font that's really really close to the eBay word, the eBay letters. So
Yeah,
I've been using that in my thumbnails, but the actual font that eBay uses now, you have to pay for it, and those fonts are not cheap. I mean, they're like $300, $500, $1,000 to get the
no,
rights to use those fonts. It's crazy. But I mean, I guess I could see why. You take the time to make them. It doesn't seem like there's that much involved in it, but who knows? I don't do that stuff. I don't make those things, so I wouldn't know. Um,
I bought a software thing to make the fonts, and I think in total it was like $100, but I got a student discount type deal,
hmm.
and it is not easy to build fonts like I thought. It really isn't, because that software is to build fonts. I
Yeah,
probably will never use it.
it doesn't look like something that I'd be too interested in messing around with. Fonts would be a lot of work, but you know, if you get good at it, it's like everything else. I mean, I do a lot of photo editing just for even for eBay pictures, you know. And when I was first learning how to do it, I would sit there for an hour messing around with a picture, and it would still look like crap. Now I know all the tricks. I know how to do it really quick, and I mean, it takes me, you know, 5 minutes to go through 30 pictures and get everything looking the way that I want it. So I mean, it's worth the time now. But I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, it takes forever.
Yeah, very true. I know I don't take the time out to do those edits. I mean, I figure a simple picture will do really well. No edits, no nothing. Should do fine.
Right. I mean, it depends on what it is. I don't like taking a lot of time and space when I'm doing the like the less space it takes up, the better, because I don't like setting up and tearing down and always having to, you know, set up my mannequin or whatever if I'm doing coats or, I mean, half the time, most of my pictures, I just do them right here at my desk, you know, move my keyboard out of the way, snap a couple pictures real quick, and it takes me too
Yeah,
much for
I've
videos and
actually
stuff.
got. I actually have to go to Dollar Tree still and get some foam board. I was trying to use the stuff Deb uses. I think it's like a poly board for like walls, like bathroom walls. And yeah, that kind of caved in and bent. So that idea is out the window.
Yeah, I just use poster board. I mean, I just use a blank piece of paper if I'm doing something like this. You know, I mean, I can.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that, like if it's a DS game or something. But oh, I like my setup. I can take quick pictures. I can usually knock out like 30 pictures in an hour. Yeah, I'm here.
Are you taking a shower?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm doing stuff like video games, DS games, DVDs, I could easily do like from photos all the way to getting everything listed, like full listings. I can knock them out in, 20 or 30, 40 of those in an hour. Magic cards, uh, Warhammer miniatures, like little toys and stuff. Love selling that kind of thing.
Yeah, there was speaking of the Warhammer figures and like the Mage Knight stuff, there was an auction. I was shooting to buy all the Mage Knight figures and all the Warhammer figures, but unfortunately they went over my price point, so it kind of sucked.
Mage
But
Knight is not.
it's not as popular as it once was.
I don't think that Mage Knight really sells, but Warhammer freaking sells, man. I mean, I'll pay up for Warhammer. I check Craigslist all the time, but usually I get lucky and I find somebody that just hasn't played in 5 years and they just keep looking at their. They just keep staring at the freaking box of stuff in the back of their closet, and then finally one day they're like, "Screw it, I'm getting rid of this."
I think that's pretty much what this was. All the toys were new in box for the most part. There was some limited edition, or they owned a store. So, we'll see what happened. Well, I saw what happened. I ended up with a box of mainly Mage Knights and Hero Clicks.
Yeah, I've still got a bunch of Hero Clicks that I'm not going to bother trying to sell. They're horrible. So here, let me show you guys how I do my photos real quick. Like I took this like horrible, like, well, you see how they end up. These I did yesterday. This is all stuff I was working on last night. But we got like this, and my lighting is not good right now. But
I see a Beanie Baby.
Oh, the wolf.
What'd you list that for?
What's $12. I had it in Amazon, and then they took it down and said that. Now this is why I did the 2-screen thing, because I can take all the stuff away, and now it's out of my way. And why is it on this screen? Yeah, there we go. See how it's just kind of crappy?
Yeah.
And then you just go to colors. This is probably, the lighting's not good right now because I've got my light right in my face so that I don't look like crap for the video. But yeah, that brightened it up way too much. But then when you take it and, well, for this, I would change the canvas size a little bit. Like, canvas size doesn't matter, just double it. And that doesn't change the image at all, but it just gives you plenty of room. Then you go over here and move it, and then go to rotating tools and 90 degrees. Rotate it, that'll flip it, and then just image, crop it. Or, well, first you have to go over to selection so that you can crop it down, and voila. And that just looks a little better. But like I said, with the lighting and the shadows, the way that this light works, it still looks like crap, but it looks a lot better.
Yeah, it looks
when you
relatively decent. Can't complain about that.
Yeah, so I think I had you the whole time. Yeah, stuff like this, it could come out. Just playing around with it, you can make like little lots of stuff. Like when I'm selling lots, I like to make sure they see all from the face instead of just like putting it on a table and doing it that way,
Yeah, those are the hardest pictures to take. Is when you've got more than like 5 or 6 items.
Yeah, well, I did these one at a time, just the same way that they started out like this, and then I just put them all into one image. I load all the images as a layer, and then I make the giant canvas, and then I move all the uh, individual layers where I want them, and then just rotate them, white them out, and then when you're done, you get it like that.
Sounds simple.
Very simple. All right. So, yeah, I mean, it takes forever the first time you do it when you're figuring it out. But once you learn how to do it, it takes a couple minutes. And, a lot of stuff like that, you can reuse the photos and everything. I did that. Those, were you watching the haul video I did last week where I got the martial arts pads, like that full karate suit? It had like a helmet with a plastic visor and like chest protector and the hand pads and the foot pads and everything. That sold in about.
I'll be honest.
I listed it for like. Well, I thought I was gonna get $30 or $40 for it, and just because they didn't look like a really good quality set. And then when I got on eBay, they were selling for around $100. So I listed it for 135 and sold it in about an hour for 80. I just took a best offer. I'm like, $80. Cost me $3 at the bins. I'll take it.
Was that the one where you had no, that couldn't have been the Xbox.
No,
So that must have been the one from like 5 days ago. I probably didn't see it.
Yeah, it's this set here. Yeah.
Nice.
I probably could have held out and got more money for them, but I was like, you know what? $80 for a quick flip, I will take it.
I probably would have done the same thing. I've been doing a lot of sales with mine. And I started at 10%, then I went to 15, probably over July 4th weekend or the week of July 4th. I'll probably do another like 20% off. But
yeah, I've been doing a ton of sales. Like every week I'll do 2 or 3 different sales in my store just to kind of move stuff out and blow stuff out. I did get my first Amazon shipment in like 2-3 months, something like that. I think March was the last time I sent an Amazon shipment in, and I ended up doing a little 50 item shipment last week.
I've been working on a shipment. It's in my storage right this second. 8 boxes worth. I just printed the labels, I think like 2 or 3 days ago, finally. But I can't even lift the boxes at the moment. It really sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my doctor decided to try a new antibiotic. Screwed up my hands, my wrists, my elbows.
Damn, that sucks, man. Time to hire somebody.
Yeah, I'll have someone. Hopefully, if I can get things back in order, helping me for 15 hours a week, $10 an hour. So it shouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you get to the point where you've got 8 boxes. I mean, how much do you think that is in inventory?
So, 8 boxes, probably a good $5,000 or $6,000.
Yeah, so paying somebody for $80 to work on the shipment for you all day and label everything and then pick up the boxes.
Well, everything is literally done. The only thing that they need or that needs to be done is put the labels on the outside of the boxes. and all I gotta do is call UPS to come pick them up.
So why don't you just do it? Tell them where the.
Because literally, I've been in so much pain some days that I can't really do anything.
Oh, okay.
It's been pretty bad since I took this medicine. Like, we're literally a week and a half since I took the medicine, and literally my joints really hurt.
That sucks, man.
It does. Like, I'm speechless as to why it still hurts. Oh,
Yeah, I mean it's what do you do about it? You know, I mean, not much.
honestly there's nothing you can do about it. I'm trying to take some medicine that I haven't taken in a long time, and it's supposed to help with like joints and whatnot. So I'll have to see how that goes, and if it goes good, it should start working within the next couple of days.
Mm.
But if not, sadly, another trip to the doctor. And I'm already sick of the doctors this year.
Man, I couldn't even imagine. Like I'm pretty lucky that I'm in good health, and you know, I mean, I'm always worried about getting injured, you know, because I'm always doing jiu-jitsu, but I've never been hurt bad enough that I had to go to a doctor.
I've been good up, or I should say I was really good up until November, and then out of nowhere, it was hit with pneumonia and stuff like that. I was like, I don't even know where it came from. So
Wow, that's not good.
and that took me out of commission for 3 months. It was a lot of fun, but getting things back to normal, and that's all you can do.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like trying to list as I sit here talking. While I have a chance, I gotta start cleaning here in a little bit. We're gonna make the house all pretty. I don't have another event to ref to get out of cleaning today, so I'm stuck doing it.
Yeah, I don't think I really have too much to do except for maybe I think I made a design yesterday, and then I spent time with family. So I need to make 4 more designs, put those up, and I might try and work on redoing my keywords for the other ones. So don't really have too much planned for today.
Yeah, I got a baby shower to go to later too, so that's gonna
Yeah, my mom said she's got one. She's like, probably come too. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a really good friend of mine, so I kind of want to go. And plus, he owns a t-shirt company. Like he prints his own shirts for just like he goes around to local jiu-jitsu events and stuff and sells them there. So I want to talk to him about maybe doing something to get his stuff up on Amazon by using my merch account, you know, and then we just split the proceeds or whatever, see how that goes. It'll just be something to get his name out there a little more and establish himself a little more, and he won't have to do anything, you know, just give him. That might be how I start getting some designs up. It's like, yeah, just send me your design and I'll upload it, and then, you know, it'll be worth it to me. It'd be easy money for both of us, you know.
Yeah, you can definitely do that, and just see what he says, and if he says no, at least you tried asking, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably Like, I don't really expect him to agree to it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does or doesn't. I just,
Because the only thing with that is he could feel like it might put a strain on his business as a whole. But if people were to buy from the Amazon,
well, that's the thing. He's got like a bunch of different designs, and I'm not asking him to take all of his designs and putting them up on Amazon. I'm thinking, he sends me a couple and then just have them out there. Now he's got his name and his brand on Amazon, and he's got, like when he goes to the local tournaments and stuff and he's selling his shirts there, just put up different designs, do like limited edition stuff or, this event only type of thing. You know what I mean? Where it would just get his brand some recognition just for being out there online and easy to find on Amazon. And then people would see the brand at the event and be like, oh my God, I have one of your shirts. I saw it on Amazon. What do you got? Yeah, I want that one too. I could see it working out pretty well for him and me both. I mean, just having a design that's selling so that I don't lose my merch account would be fantastic.
yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of designs ready, but I was looking over them yesterday, and I'll be honest, I wasn't happy with them. So I'm trying to do different ones.
Yeah.
And maybe if I see the ones I've already have listed after I go through and change up the keywords, maybe they'll do better. But only time can tell,
Yeah, I think you just have to find your niche, find the stuff that you like. I mean, the stuff like that 4th of July shirt you have, what happens after the 4th of July?
The 4th of July one, I'll probably take those down and then put them in a separate folder and save them until next year and maybe
Gotcha.
throw them back up, maybe even earlier. I've got a few goals for this year. One is to have 1 million followers on Instagram by the end of the year.
How many do you have now?
Just 300. So it's gonna be a tough task, but literally right now I'm posting like 5 times a day, and on average, I should say I just started doing this where I'm posting 5 times a day for like 3 days. I've gained at least 25 followers since I started doing this. So as I keep the momentum going 5 times a day, maybe even more, then it should start growing faster and faster. So we'll see what happens.
What kind of stuff are you posting on Instagram?
Um, kind of like motivational type stuff.
Okay, so you're not doing listings or you're not trying to use Instagram to sell your crap on your eBay stuff or whatever.
Well, I am. It is 100%. It is going to be used to like throw like the designs that I make for merch,
Oh, okay.
and hopefully sooner or later that account will take off, and I'll be able to sell T-shirts through Instagram. So it'll be nice.
Nice.
And then my second goal is to have or get my merch account on the 5,000 tier. That will be a task in itself, but I'm up for the challenge.
How
And
many
then
designs are you allowed to have up right now?
I'm at the 100 tier, and right now I've got 27 live. So I've got room for 73 more.
I would say as long as you don't have all 7, or like if you're not full, then you might as well just leave those 4th of July ones up there because you never know. Somebody might still.
Well, that's the thing. I can replace them. I can design 20 designs in a day, in like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So, it's simple to me. I've done design work before.
Yeah.
It's just getting to re-know the programs is what's I feel is the task. So, but and then the third goal is you'll be like, I knew you were gonna do it one day, but I'll finally get the YouTube channel going. And
What was your
that's a
goal?
goal
1,000
for.
subscribers before you make your first video? Is that what you were going for?
No, I think there's only like 300 followers. It's nothing compared to yours. I think you got more followers than me,
Wait a minute. Let's
right? Yeah, you got 10 times. No, wait, no, I got 300. Yeah, so 10 times. You got 10 times. I'll surpass that by the end of next year.
No, well,
But
you probably will because I don't really do a whole lot. Biohazard Picker, you have 100 subscribers.
so you got like 300 times. 30 times.
Something like
I
that.
don't even know.
Yeah, I've been.
I haven't been focusing on nothing, but I'm buying a really good camera. Amazon and Chase was nice to me. They were like, "Here, have an extra 10% cash back between June and August 31st." I was like, "I'll use that to my advantage, and I'll get me a $1,000 camera for nothing."
$1,000 camera for nothing. That's how you roll. So what are you gonna do with that nice camera? I mean, are you?
I will legit. I will literally be working on the YouTube channel,
Oh, okay.
and I'll be doing some cool stuff on a different channel as well. So it will be literally 2 channels.
Yeah.
Will
I mean, my
you be
camera's not
proud of
bad.
me once I do my first video on each channel? Only
Yep.
what, a year in the making?
Longer than that. I mean, I remember joking about it all the time when you first started coming on. We wanted to see how many subscribers you could get without ever making a video. And 100 is pretty impressive.
Oh, I can't subscribe to myself. That's no fun. I want to see who's following me.
Yeah, my camera's pretty good. I mean, it's just one of those $100 Logitechs, which I've never paid $100 for a camera, but I've got 2 or 3 more of them laying around. I was planning on doing some like multi shot, like using them for different angles and stuff, possibly. Yeah. Just because you can switch between cameras, even in the Hangouts, it'd be kind of funny. But
that'd be funny. It'd kind of be cool. Kind of be funny.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, I think we're gonna get out of here, guys. Didn't have a whole lot to talk about today, but we got some good information about merch, though. I need to get back on that. I need to just maybe I'll do like a smiley face or something and just upload that today, just to upload something that might sell.
Also, literally look into I could send you the site. I believe it's called Make Merch, and you can literally throw
stuff together
random designs within like 5 minutes, or you can find a vector image, throw it together with words. It's easy.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I've already got ideas for some slogans. I want to do like some jiu-jitsu shirts, like
I think honestly that is the best thing to do for you is like just stay in that niche of the jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
because you can easily do well with that.
Yeah, and plus since I'm doing like when I start doing more pro fights and stuff, and make-merch.com. Let me put it in the chat for these guys.
Yeah, I think it's like it's $20 a month, but if you break it down, if you do say I've got 100 designs to make. Break that down in a month. How much are you actually paying to have it how you want it with Make Merch?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a paid
the,
site, then I probably won't jump on it right away. But I don't know. Anyway, it's time to go. I gotta go pick up my kid and
sounds good.
get ready for this baby shower and get some cleaning done. But thanks everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and we always appreciate the thumbs up if you like the video. If you got any good information out of it, or if you just like Adam's pretty face. I mean, look at that guy. Come on. And we will talk to you all later. You can go join my Facebook channel or my Facebook group, the Reseller Wakeup, if you need to get keep up on my haul videos and new episodes of the show and everything. But anyway, have a good one, everybody. Bitcoin.